Hey, this is Matt Boggs, and if you're the type of person where you dread dating, you are going to love this because today we're going to talk about 3 proven strategies to make dating a whole lot more fun for you. So one of my clients recently was telling me about a guy who was coming to visit her, and she was stressing out about this scenario and feeling all sorts of worry and anxiety, and I was asking her what was going on for her. And it turns out that her major source of worry and anxiety was that she didn't know if he was going to be the one. Now, they had just met. They met long distance while she was traveling. They had a great weekend hanging out, and now he's coming to visit her again. And I told her, I said, no one expects you to know if this is the one yet. You need to discover this guy some more. You need to give yourself the permission to actually enjoy this experience and have fun with him in the discovery process. Which brings me to secret number 1. Strategy number 1 to make dates more fun is focus on the experience, not the outcome. See, so many times if we go on a date and it doesn't end up going well, or we don't want to commit to the person, or we know that this person is not long-term, a lot of us will put the meaning on that is that's a failed date. Oh, that was a failure, a big waste of time, like, oh, that didn't work out. Well, that's really I believe the wrong mentality to take. The mentality to take so that it enriches your life is to focus on the experience rather than where is this taking you. In other words, how can I make this experience the most fun it can possibly be? You're going to spend the evening or the day with this person. That's already said. You've already said that that's going to happen. So that is going to be a page in the book of your life. Well, how can you make that the most amazing page possible? How can you have the most fun during that experience and just allow it to be the experience itself? How can you pour yourself into that and then be grateful for what it is, whether it's a long chapter or whether it's a short chapter? Strategy number 2 is to ask yourself, how can I grow from this experience? Because there's something to be learned from every experience that we're in. You can learn something from every person that you're interacting with. So the question is, how can you learn not just from that other person, but how can you learn about yourself from this experience? How can you expand your capacity to give and receive love while you're on this date? And as you approach every date with the mindset of learning, saying, how can I become a better version of myself today? How can I grow today through this experience of being on this date? How can I learn about this person? How can I learn about myself? It challenges you to bring your very best self to the date. It challenges you to be more present, to be more compassionate, to be a better listener, to give and receive love in a more expanded way. And when you do that, every date that you go on, you end up leaving that date a better version of yourself than when you actually embarked upon that date. And secret number 3 is moving from the state of get to give. What do I mean by that? Well, most of us, when we go on dates, we're going on the date to get something. We want to get our needs met. We want to get into a relationship. We want to have a partner in our life. We want to get something from the relationship. My father at one time when he was getting married said something that he was getting married for the 3rd time when he told me this. And I was asking about getting married and what is this relationship going to be like for you? And he said, Matt, I'm not getting married to have someone in my life to get something from. I'm getting married to have someone in my life that I can give to on a daily basis. And it completely changed my mindset about how I looked at relationships. And so when you move from the state of getting to the state of giving, it puts you in a more abundant mindset. It puts you in a more abundant vibe. Now, I'm not saying that you don't want to have your needs met and you don't want to achieve the desires that are in your heart. You do, but most people don't understand that the way to actually invoke receiving is not by coming at a state of getting, but actually by giving. When you come into a situation from this place of what can I contribute? What can I bring? What can I add? How much value can I add to this other person's life? Or how much value can I add to the situation? It ends up creating this upward spiral of value where the other person then adds back into our life. You're in a much better position to receive when you come from the state of giving. So ask yourself this, when you're headed into a date, just ask yourself, how can I leave this person better off than when I first met them? How can I leave the situation better than when I first entered it? And here's what's great, is that when you release attachment to outcome, when you focus on really being present and enjoying the experience, when you focus on your own growth and learning, and when you focus on giving what you can contribute, the great thing is you end up aligning yourself not only to have every date be a better, more fun experience, but you actually attract a person in your life that is much more likely to be your long-term person than you are when you're coming from other states of being. So take those on. My challenge to you is take those on. How can you turn up the dial on those 3 states of being in your life to create a much more fun dating experience for you? Now, I would love to hear from you. What's a strategy that you use to make your dates fun? Either a mindset or something that you do to create a much more fun, engaging, positive experience when you're on a date. Go ahead and post that in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. I love reading your comments. And if this serves you, I invite you to share it with someone that you care about so that it can make a positive difference in their life. And as always, there's a link in this video to a resource that will help you understand the hearts and minds of men, help you attract that relationship that you want. Go ahead and click that link, get that resource. It's complimentary. All you have to do is put in your name and your email, and that will be sent right to you. And lastly, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you get subscribed so you can get the latest and greatest videos each and every week. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon.